Hey you guys, what's up? I'm Ashley from heavenathome.org, and this is the Heaven at Home podcast, where my goal is to encourage you in your personal growth journey while being open, honest, and owning my story. We have faith-based conversations and tackle a bunch of different tough topics. Check out the description to follow me and learn more. Remember, you are fully known and deeply loved. Let's do this. Hey everybody. So for this episode, I just thought that it would be a cool idea to kind of have a casual chat and honestly just catch up because there's a lot that's happened, but also there's a lot of new and exciting things that I have planned. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. So you can grab some coffee or some tea and we can just act like we're talking at a coffee shop or something. I hope you all are doing well. I hope that you guys are finding my content practical and doable. And I really hope that it's helping you guys with, everything that you have in your personal life. So in late March, I had some health concerns come up. And I try to joke about it a lot, but 2020 really did a number on me. And I've just been working through some hard things. And for such a long time, I think it was really just a sign to me that I need to take a major step back and honestly just start asking for help, start relying on some people that really love me. So I spent the month of April in Florida with my family. I brought my daughter Ava down, and let me tell you about what that experience was like, because Ava is my 1-year-old daughter. She's going to be 2 in June, and she is a fireball of energy. Like, she likes to climb things. She likes to run back and forth like that. Like, even at a playground, with that big jungle gym that they have, like, she would much rather be running up and down the basketball court, the tennis court. So I remember it was actually in March. In March, when literally I just walked through into the airport and she was already upset. She immediately started crying. I was holding her in a harness, and the diaper bag is in one arm, the luggage is in the other, and then I'm like literally holding her on my chest. I was at the ticketing desk trying to like hear the other agent like on the other side of that little desk thing with the screaming child in my ear, and it was like a whole thing. I'm like, if I didn't already know what you were asking me for, this whole thing would be like super stressful. But I was actually surprised like how zen I was considering. And the ticketing agent was actually really nice about it. Like, even though like Ava was kind of throwing a fit, like she assigned me to a different seat so that I'd have more room for Ava. And then like kind of getting through security was like a whole other thing too. I had to take out my phone, my laptop, my shoes, my jacket. Literally everything was like coming out of the bags and stuff. I put Ava on the floor for just like a second, and she thought I was abandoning her. Like, we get through that little scanner thing. I put her down again, and she like doesn't know what to do with herself. She starts like running in the opposite direction, like trying, like I'm like repacking everything. She's starting to run away. But like the problem was that she was like also running away from me too. So I'm like, goodness gracious, like just stay with me, just be right here. And then there was this really sweet lady, and she was like, is there anything I can do to help? Like, Ava's still crying, and like she's running away. I'm bringing her back. I'm still trying to get all this stuff in the bag. But Ava's like a quarantine baby, so the whole airport scene was overstimulating, and she's not really good with new faces. And then, yeah, so that just took a minute. And then when we finally sat down, I just put a little Netflix episode on, and then she was okay. But when we finally boarded, I had all the tips and tricks on rotation. I had her Bobo, which is her pacifier, sorry. I had her Bobo. I had her, favorite Netflix shows, toys, snacks, drinks. And the whole thing was on rotation: Netflix, toys, snacks, drinks. Like, as soon as she would get fed up with something or get bored of one thing, I would just go on to the next thing, like trying to occupy her. And none of that kept her from wanting to run up and down the aisle of the plane and like do somersaults in my arms. Like, my arms got so sore just trying to like maintain this beautiful little girl. So when we landed in Florida, that same woman that offered to help me at security in North Carolina, she offered to help me again. She grabbed my luggage. She walked me to my cousin's car while Ava was doing like that vertical plank thing that toddlers do when they don't want to be held. Yeah, guys, I was like sweating. Like, I was wearing my Apple Watch. It was like counting, keeping up with my girl at the airport as like a workout. Like, it was insane. Anyway, so we're in May right now, and I'm still in Florida. I just dropped off Ava back with her dad. I pretty much did another round trip to come back here. And I stayed for a lot of reasons because a lot of stuff happened in April. My grandmother officially passed away in November. She had a stroke. In November 2020, she had a stroke. And I had a chance to see her and actually say goodbye before she went to be with Jesus. So I really appreciated that experience. I'm helping my mom get some stuff ready at the house because she's actually a widow. She lost her husband last year, so we're just getting the house ready to sell. And last Saturday is really when I should have been coming out with an episode, but it was my grandmother's memorial. And to be honest, I really just did not feel up to it. I don't know if you guys know this, but all the episodes from last month were actually pre-recorded after I planned my trip down here. So anyway, if you've made it this far, you are a real one, and thank you so much. And I wanted to let you guys know what's new because I know I was kind of storytelling there for a second. So for, you faithful, for you and yours listeners, I am creating a 21-day devotional, and it's pretty much just to help new and old Christians alike believe better. And so I'm really excited to be coming out with that. I've also just been in the process of creating and designing some merch. I had to do some work with my logo, and I'm really excited because I feel like, especially when I put our pretty much my slogan on everything, like heaven at home for you and yours, I feel like it's almost like a declaration for you if you get it. Like, yes, heaven at home, like for me and mine. Like, I don't know. I'm just really, really excited about the whole thing. And I guess on like a more personal note, I actually am creating like a 2 to 3 year business plan for myself because I was studying elementary education to be a teacher and to actually get my bachelor's. So that was like a 7-year process. And especially toward the end, I think it was my senior year, I became pregnant with Ava, and like my priorities like just changed. Like, I realized I actually, really love being at home with family and everything. So I'm trying to create some kind of plan so that I can support myself with my business, but before she turns 5, because I'd really like to homeschool her as well. So that's kind of like a, personal thing. But you guys have something to look forward to when it comes to the podcast, though, because I have some interviews lined up, and I'm really excited for you guys just to hear these women's stories. 2 of them are dear friends that I've known for a really long time, and we're planning on talking about motherhood and how to show up for yourself, how to prioritize yourself, how to, self-care, take care of yourself. And then my other friend actually went through a pretty long struggle dealing with physical pain because of Crohn's disease. And so I really wanted to pick her brain about like how she was staying strong despite that and believing God and praying through it anyway. So We have that to look forward to. And then a very, very, very special guest speaker. This is actually going to be the first time that I have a, like a prolonged conversation with her, because before she was just a very, I mean, I only talked to her once and she was like a very casual acquaintance. I can already tell she's very down to earth. And I don't want to give too much out about that one, because that one's going to be the first one you hear. And I want you guys to stick around for that. So yeah, so we have interviews lined up for the month of May. And so I'm also content planning. And honestly, after 2020, after that whole year, but also up to this moment of, having endured like 2 losses pretty close to home, I've been kind of surprised with myself. Because I've been going through hard things for such a long time. I think I almost believed that I was like weak because of it, because of such a prolonged period of pain. You start thinking, or I started thinking like, okay, maybe this is me. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. Maybe everything is getting to me. But then I thought that I wouldn't handle losing my grandmother well. Like in the past, I thought that would just be the thing that, really gets to me. And I've been surprised that I've handled it so well, like way better than I thought. And I've been learning a lot in my time away, and it's making me really look forward to coming out with an episode on how to be happy. I've been learning a lot about joy, but learning to be happy, like as a practical, achievable thing is, I feel like I'm learning a lot of lessons around that topic. So, I think that's pretty much it for this moment. So you guys have those episodes to look forward to. Yeah, let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to hear, anything that you guys would like to hear me talk about. I feel like I'm the kind of person, like, I just randomly come up with deep things to say. Like, I'll be talking with my cousin, and she will be like, oh, wow, like, that was, like, really profound, or, that's, like, really true or something. I don't know. So if there's anything that you would just like me to talk around, because I can be a really abstract person, too, I'm down for that. But yeah, I hope that you guys are well. I hope that you guys are happy, thriving, growing, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for listening. Feel free to DM me to send me your feedback. Check out the description below to follow me on social media. This podcast is listener supported. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, you are fully known and deeply loved. I'll see you in the next one.